Hi guys. So it's me, Harriet, and I wanted to tell y'all a funny story that I was telling my boyfriend about yesterday. Even though it's old, it's not that old. It happened this year. I just never told anybody, except a couple of people, but you know. Anyway, I wanted to tell you guys what happened. So, a couple of months back, um there were some robberies going on in my neighborhood. So ADT came to my house to offer us service. So they came, to look at our house and pretty much set us up with ADT service. So they're looking all around and everything, and it's one guy first. He was white. So he came and he's like, so can I have a glass of water? So I'm like, sure. So I go in our back refrigerator and I give him what I think is water, right? Because it was in a water container. It was clear. It moved like water. It didn't look like it would be anything else but water. So I give it to him and he's like, thank you, thank you. So while we're talking, he didn't drink the water yet, but we're talking, and the next thing I know, he's like, oh, oh my God, oh my God, is this wine? And I was like, excuse me, is this wine? I was like, it's water. He's like, this is it's something. This is liquor. This is liquor. And I was like, what? And so I took it. I smelt it and I was like, oh my God. I was so embarrassed, right? And I was like, oh my God, I'm so sorry. I didn't know that it was that. I thought it was water. I'm so sorry. So I give him, he's like, no, yeah, it just shocked me a little bit. It just shocked me. I wasn't expecting that. And I was like, oh my God, like that is so crazy, because I was thinking he must be thinking like we just a bunch of drunk black asses in the house, and we got like wine and vodka in water bottles and shit, and it was so crazy. I was so embarrassed because I didn't know. I did not know that I gave him liquor. So his boss, his manager comes, to help him look over my house. And so we're all talking and friendly and everything. And so the man who was there first, the white guy, he was like, oh, hey, let me tell you. He's like, Harriet here. Wait a minute. I like doing voices. Wait a minute. He's like, so Harriet here, I asked her for some water and she gives me straight vodka. It's straight vodka. And so I was like, oh my God. And the manager was like, you lying. He said, vodka? I said, I thought it was water. I did not know. I thought it was water. It was in the water bottle. I thought it was water. I'm sorry. And then the guy was like, well, I'll take some. I'm like, oh, Jesus. Because he was black or whatever. And they was just playing around or whatever. But it was so funny to me because he was like, the way he was talking, he's, pointing at me, oh, Harriet here, she gives me water and it's pure vodka. Oh, God. That man probably like, this bitch trying to drug me or something. I'm sorry, I keep laughing, but it was so funny because I was just talking about how the way the guy said it, you know. It was so funny. And then when I called my mom, right, I was like, "Ma," and she's like, "What?" I said, "Who put vodka in the water bottle?" And she was like, "Vodka in the water bottle?" I said, "Yes. The ADT guy came here to set up the service. He asked for some water. I give him some water, and it was vodka." And she was like, "Vodka? I didn't do that." I'm like, "It must have been Keidra." My sister, Keidra, she liked to drink. And so I was like, "It must have been Keidra." So I called my sister and I asked her, "Did you put vodka in the water bottle?" And she was like, "No." I said, "So who put vodka in the water bottle?" So I'm trying to investigate, trying to see who would put vodka in the water bottle in the refrigerator. So my mom gets home from work and I showed her the water bottle with the vodka in it. And my mom was like, "Oh, I think this is from Grandma's funeral." I was like, "Grandma's funeral?" And she was like, "This moonshine." And I was like, "Oh, sweet Jesus." I said, "I gave that man moonshine." And my uncle was the one who put it was not vodka. It was moonshine. My uncle was the one who put it in the refrigerator in the water bottle. And I was like, "Oh my God. I did not know." I gave that man a full glass of it, thinking that it's water. And she was like, "Oh, Jesus." I said, "But it was a mistake. I didn't know. I didn't know." I called my uncle. I said, "Uncle Randy, why did you put the water bottle? Why did you put that moonshine in the water bottle?" And he was like, "I just put it in the refrigerator." I'm like, "Oh my God, I saw almost poison the ADT man, thinking that it's water." And I give him a full freaking glass of moonshine. And he just bust out laughing. Everybody thought it was so freaking funny. I even posted a picture. Not a picture, but I was talking about it on Instagram. And I thought it was so freaking hilarious. Let me see if I can find what I posted. But that was so... That guy probably thought that we was just a bunch of black ass drunks, and it was funny though. It was really funny. Let me see if I can find it. That was a while back though. I don't even know. Let me see how long ago that was. Here you go. Okay. I wrote, "Oh goodness, the guy came to hook up our ADT alarm system. He asked me for some water, and when he was inspecting our house, I went to the back to get what I thought was water out of the fridge. He drank it and almost choked and was like, 'Is this wine?' I looked puzzled and I was like, 'Huh?' He said, 'This is vodka.' I was like, 'Oh my God, I'm so sorry. It was in the water container.' Shaking my head, how embarrassing. He probably thought we were some black ass drunkies." Oh God. It was funny though. I just wanted to share that story with y'all because it was so funny. Hope you got a laugh. And yeah, that's it. And I'll talk to you guys later. Bye.